Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys have heard of wake windows and don't know what they are and are trying to figure out how to implement them, then this video is for you. So wake windows is the time in between all sleeps. So the awake time in between all sleeps. So for example, let's say I woke up today at 7 a.m. and let's pretend my baby is, 2 months old, so 40 to 60 minute wake window. I woke up at 7 a.m. and my awake window is 40 to 60 minutes. So I feed, I play, and then before the 60 minutes is up, I have to kind of be laid down. So that way I have about a 10-minute buffer to fall asleep before that 60 minutes is over, if that makes any sense. So by 8 a.m., I have to be fed, already played with, and ready to be laid down to go to sleep. So wake windows are great for the first 2 years of a baby's life, all the way up until 24 months. And then they are good for toddlerhood too, after 2 years old, but they are really best for 24 months and under. Basically, the idea is that you don't feed to sleep, and the idea is that you get your baby tired in enough stimulated time so that way they are tired by the time that awake window is over and they doze off easily and there's no fight, you know what I mean? Now, it's not going to be perfect every time, but the majority of the time it's going to be fairly easy, if that makes any sense. That's how you implement awake times or wake times. You always want to offer a 10 to 15-minute buffer. Even 20 minutes is okay depending on your baby, to fall asleep before that wake time is over. So like I said, if it's 60 minutes, then at the 50-minute mark or 45-minute mark, you're going to put your baby down with a little nap time or bedtime routine for them to easily doze off. The goal is independent sleep. You want to help teach your baby how to fall asleep independently. You want to avoid overtiredness and undertiredness. Overtiredness is when they are past the point of no return. They are overstimulated. Now they have a shot of adrenaline in their blood, and it's going to be really difficult to get them, to fall asleep. Has this ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments where you were working all day, you were doing a lot of stuff, you were tired some point of the day, and you were super exhausted, you were yawning like crazy, you had to drink however many cups of coffee, and then you pushed past that exhaustion or that tiredness to stay awake so that way you could work or make it home or cook dinner for your family, whatever it was that you were doing, you pushed past it. And now, after everyone's in bed, you showered, the lights are out, you're laying in bed and you are wide awake. That's because you are overstimulated and you did not fall asleep when your body was cueing you to. And it happens to everybody. But when it happens to a baby, it is so difficult to get them down. They cry, it's heartbreaking too, because you hear your baby crying and you that's not what you want. You don't want your baby to cry. It's like a knife to your heart. Follow wake times so that way you avoid overtiredness and overstimulation. Also, undertiredness, like for example with the 2-month-old example, if let's say you put your baby down at the 30-minute mark, before, let's say 7:30, like my example I had earlier, they have a whole 30 minutes left for their awake time. They're undertired, they're not going to fall asleep, and if they do fall asleep, they're going to take a really short nap, like 30 to 45-minute nap, and that is not good. Those naps are really hard to get out of that vicious cycle. You really want your baby to take a healthy nap, so 2 hours or so. In the newborn phase, it could be 3 hours max. After the newborn phase, so 0 to 3 months, you really want your baby to take a 1 to 2 hour nap, not really any longer than that. Now, if it's working for your baby, do it. By all means, do it. But the guidelines are 2 hours. So don't put your baby down if they're not tired enough, because then you're going to get into a vicious cycle of short naps. So if your baby is overtired, you have to offer a rescue nap. So do whatever it takes to get your baby to sleep. They cannot handle it anymore. They are overtired, overstimulated. They don't know how to get to sleep at that point because they've had too much. So rescue naps, stroller walks, you can do car rides in the car seat. You can nurse your baby to sleep. You could bottle feed them, whatever it is. Pacifier if you have to rock them, if you have to hold them for the next 2 hours. Get your baby that rescue nap and then jump back on track after they wake up. Happy, of course. So make sure you're trying awake times for like 3 to 5 days before you're deciding if they can handle a little bit more or if it's too much. So for example, if they're taking healthy naps, which a healthy nap is in the newborn phase 2 to 3 hours, and after that 1 to 2 hours, okay? And another thing is that in the mornings, you want to give them a nap on the shorter end of the wake time because the mornings are a very, very sensitive time. They just woke up, they have just enough energy to feed and maybe play a little here and there, but then they're like tired already. So make sure that you stay on the shorter side until your baby gets older, you know, and same thing with the wake time right before bedtime. That is also a sensitive spot. So remember, it's all trial and error. If an awake time is working for your baby, don't change it. Keep it like that until they get a little older and you notice it's not working anymore. Then it's time to move on to another awake time. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the wake times off of my computer because it's really difficult for every month for me to remember. Okay, so 0 to 6 weeks, 40 to 60 minutes. 2 months, 40 to 60 minutes. 3 months old, 60 to 90 minutes. 4 months old, 1 hour and 15 minutes to 1 hour and 45 minutes. 5 months old, 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours and 15 minutes. 6 months old, 2 hours to 2.5 hours. 7 months old, 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2 hours and 45 minutes. 8 months old, 2 hours and 15 minutes to 3 hours. 9 months old, 2 hours and 30 minutes to 3 hours. 10 months old, 3 hours to 3 hours and 30 minutes. 11 months old, 3 to 4 hours. 12 to 18 months on a 2 nap schedule. So a baby that is clearly tired and they need 2 naps. 3 to 4 hours. 12 to 18 months old on a 1 nap schedule. 4 hours, 30 minutes to 6 hours. 18 to 24 month old, 5 to 6 hours. So basically I will have a freebie down below so you can download a PDF file so you can keep it if you need to like remember. You can post it on your refrigerator, talk it over with your nanny, babysitter, daycare, whatever the case may be, with your partner, or if you're just at home with your baby. Those are appropriate wake times for your babies by every month. So to recap, wake windows are the time in between each sleep, including the sleep before bedtime. The way you implement them, is you have to do everything, the eat, the play, the sleep, all in the awake time, and then give let's say anywhere from a 10 to 20 minute buffer. For my daughter, it was always 15 minutes before the awake time finishes, so that way your baby has enough time to fall asleep on their own. Prevent overtiredness and undertiredness. Offer rescue naps if the overtiredness is an issue. Make sure you wait 3 to 5 days before deciding if an awake time is working for your baby, and don't change it if it's working. Don't forget to grab that freebie in the comments or in the description box below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, like this video. Don't forget to ask me any questions. I also have an email down below that you can email me and ask me any questions on topics that you're struggling with. More baby sleep issues in the videos to come. Thank you so much for watching.